Russia just announced that they're going to be sinking all ships heading to Ukrainian ports.
So y'all know I don't stitch videos that often, but I felt the need to address some of the more over-the-top comments in this video and alleviate some fears. I will likely make my own video on the grain deal ending and its global implications. Now before I talk about the declaration, I want to caveat that there's nothing that says Russia won't start sinking vessels headed to Ukrainian ports, but that is not what the declaration says, nor is it what international law states is allowed, which whether you like it or not, Russia is actually abiding by international law by issuing this declaration. Now, whether they abide by international law in the future and start sinking commercial vessels, that's a whole nother story, and we'll have to wait and see. But in the meantime, the declaration actually says that all vessels sailing in the waters of the Black Sea to Ukrainian ports will be regarded as potential carriers of military cargo. Accordingly, the countries of such vessels will be considered to be involved in the Ukrainian conflict on the side of the Kyiv regime. That's what the declaration says. There is actually nothing about them sinking ships at all. In fact, under international law, and what Russia is likely going to do, is use this declaration to board and search ships suspected, quote, suspected, of transporting arms, which Russia is going to say every ship heading into Ukraine is suspected of transporting arms, so they'll be able to inspect it. And this is actually allowed under international law. It's called the right to visit and search. And in a war zone, they're entitled to board ships and see if they're carrying weapons. Additionally, the Russians declared certain sections of the Black Sea are hazardous because they're withdrawing the safety guarantees for those traversing the Black Sea. Now, 99% of the time, I would say that is due to mines in the Black Sea, and Russia was previously directing ships through the mine corridors, but it also could be used as an excuse to sink vessels. We never know. That being said, it really makes no sense for Russia to sink commercial vessels entering Ukrainian ports when they could seize the cargo by merely lying about the fact that they have arms on them, whether they have arms on them or not. In fact, Ukrainian flagships can be captured as war prizes per international law. The bottom line is the cargo of these ships is more valuable to Russia, more valuable inside of a Russian port than they are at the bottom of the Black Sea. So I just wanted to tamp down some of the fieriness of the previous post and let everyone know that this isn't necessarily every ship entering Ukrainian ports is going to be sunk. It's more likely every ship entering Ukrainian ports is going to be stopped by the Russian Navy, is going to be boarded, searched, and Russia may or may not lie about what's on them in order to seize whatever's on the ship. I just don't think it's going to be leading to just mass sinking of ships in the Black Sea at this point. But we'll see. It is Russia.